Hey everybody, it's Harrison Ford fan 1925 here. Today we're going to be test driving this absolutely beautiful Miyazaki Frontliner. This is the 1996 model. Of course, it was banned in Germany because it did not have airbags, and that was, of course, the standard at the time. This thing handles like a dream. It needs to be oiled every morning before you are able to pull out, or else it will catch fire, which is kind of a little caveat. But when you let me tell you, when you got something that handles as divine as this, it can almost go at a 45-degree angle if you're turning with all your might. It's not power steering. You know, it might take a little bit more muscle than you're used to. This car in particular, it gets 5,000 miles to the half gallon. It has a 1/16 a gallon tank. I don't know how much that is. I didn't do the math. I did not graduate elementary. This car has it's got 20 horsepower. Of course, if that means if you were to put it in a tug of war against 20 horses, it would be a stalemate. So you need 21 horses at the very least to pull this car if it is going at the maximum RPM in the opposite direction. This car, it generates horse parts, of course. Every 24 hours, if you look under the hood, you will find part of a horse's skeleton structure, or similar equine variations of a horse, perhaps a zebra or a donkey, perhaps one of those. I've had this car for 3 days. I've gotten a donkey jawbone, a left back foot bone, as far as I can tell, and the top half. So now I have an entire donkey skull, which is it's basically, this car is paying for itself. I've sold it to a couple of witches that live in a nearby forest, which has gotten me about $3 back on my $500,000 $237 purchase. $500,237 purchase, of course. So within a couple years, this thing could basically be paying for itself. I believe this particular model was cursed by a witch doctor. When I bought it, I had to sign in blood, and when I got home, I found a note saying that my wife had been kidnapped and that they would be sending her back to 1950. So I haven't seen her. That was, of course, 3 days ago. When I asked the police about her, they say there's no record of her existing. So that's a little bit interesting. You might want to consider that if you want to look for a car like this. All in all, I'd say this car is at least 4 out of 10. And if you have the rotary 2i56R engine, it is an 11 out of 10, because it will allow you to travel forwards or backwards into time, depending on whether or not you are going east or west. If you go north or south, you will die. At least that's what we know. We don't actually know what happens to those people, so it is not recommended for beginners. If you are confident or suicidal, then go for it, and be sure to record your progress, because we'd want to know if you're ever able to make it your way back. Thank you for all watching, and I stole this car. I can hear the police coming for me now.